Hi, I'm Eric with Simply Elegant Home Cooking. Today I'm going to show you how I prepare lamb loin chops. This is one of my favorite cuts of meat. I probably like this just as much, if not more, than I like a good filet mignon. It's very tender, very flavorful, and it's easy to cook. Stick around, let me show you how I do it. Cooking lamb loin chops is an awful lot like cooking a steak. You want to be sure to take these out of the fridge about an hour before you're going to cook them to allow them to come up to temperature. And then, just like cooking a steak, it's also very important to make sure that they're as dry as you can get. I've blotted these dry, but I like to do it again right before I add the salt and pepper. So I'm going to blot these dry again on all sides. And once the lamb chops are as dry as you can get, you want to go on with a lot of kosher salt, or any coarse salt will work, sea salt. I'm going to put that on, and then add some coarsely ground black pepper. You can use your hands and just even everything out a bit. So I'm going to flip these over and do the other side. And once you've added salt and pepper on the other side, just be sure to mop up and hit the other sides to grab some of the salt and pepper, like so. And these should be ready. So I have a cast iron skillet heating on medium-high heat. Once that's ready, we'll be able to put the lamb chops on and get this going. So the pan is now lightly smoking. At this point, I'm going to add just a very small amount of oil. That's all you need. You want to use, any neutral flavored oil. Give that a good swirl around. And now I'm going to add the lamb chops. And we're going to let these sear for about 3.5 minutes on each side. We're not going to move them at all while they sear. So we'll check back in 3.5 minutes and we'll be ready to give them a flip. And we're now 3.5 minutes in, so I'm going to give them a flip. And just like a good steak, you can see that it's got a nice crust. That's what we were looking for. So we're going to do another 3.5 minutes on this side, and then they should be ready to go. And so after 3.5 minutes on the other side, what you want to do is you want to turn the heat all the way down to low. And I'm going to finish these by basting them in some butter and herbs. So I'm going to add in about a tablespoon or two of butter. And what you want to do is you just want to tilt the pan like this and baste the steak. About a minute into the process, I'm going to add some finely minced rosemary. Continue to baste. And after basting for a minute or two, we just want to flip them and hit the other side. And once you've hit both sides real good, you can turn off the heat. And I'm going to take the steaks off and allow them to rest for about 10 minutes before we cut into them. So the lamb's been sitting out for a good 10 minutes now. We are ready to cut into this and see how it looks. And that looks perfect, medium rare. So here's the finished product. You can see it is cooked perfectly, perfect medium rare in the center. This is absolutely delicious. I hope you give this recipe a try. I'm Eric with Simply Elegant Home Cooking. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you again real soon.